Over the past 5 years, vitamin deficiencies have continued to affect millions of Americans despite the widespread availability of supplements and fortified foods. Among the most common is vitamin D deficiency, which remains a public health concern due to limited sun exposure, indoor lifestyles, and inadequate dietary intake. Vitamin D plays a vital role in bone health, immune function, and reducing inflammation, yet an estimated 1/3 of adults in the U.S. are deficient. This deficiency is especially prevalent among older adults, people with darker skin, and individuals living in northern states where sunlight is less direct during the winter months. Another major deficiency in the United States is vitamin B12, which is essential for red blood cell formation, nerve health, and DNA synthesis. B12 deficiency is most common in older adults because absorption decreases with age, as well as in people following vegetarian or vegan diets, since animal products are the main dietary source. Over the last 5 years, rising awareness of plant-based diets has highlighted the importance of supplementation to prevent fatigue, memory problems, and neurological issues linked to low B12 levels. Despite this awareness, many still remain at risk due to limited screening and subtle symptoms that can go unnoticed until the deficiency becomes severe. Iron deficiency continues to be a leading nutritional issue, particularly among women of childbearing age, pregnant women, and young children. Iron is necessary for producing hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout the body. Inadequate iron intake or absorption can lead to iron deficiency anemia, characterized by fatigue, weakness, and poor concentration. Although iron-fortified foods have helped lower rates compared to previous decades, the problem persists, with certain populations, such as low-income households, facing higher risks due to limited access to nutrient-dense foods. Another commonly overlooked deficiency is vitamin A, though less widespread than vitamin D or iron deficiencies. Vitamin A is crucial for vision, immune defense, and cellular growth. While severe deficiencies are rare in the United States compared to developing nations, mild insufficiencies are still present, especially in low-income communities and among individuals with fat malabsorption conditions such as cystic fibrosis or liver disease. Over the past 5 years, researchers have raised concerns about subclinical vitamin A deficiency, contributing to weakened immunity and increased susceptibility to infections. Finally, magnesium deficiency has gained more attention in recent years, as studies suggest many Americans fail to meet recommended daily intake levels. Magnesium is vital for muscle function, nerve signaling, blood sugar regulation, and bone strength. Poor dietary habits, reliance on processed foods, and certain medications such as diuretics and proton pump inhibitors contribute to lower magnesium levels. Suboptimal magnesium intake has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and osteoporosis, making it an emerging nutritional concern in the United States. Together, these deficiencies underscore the ongoing challenges of achieving balanced nutrition in a society where food is abundant but dietary quality is often poor. Vitamin D deficiency has wide-ranging effects on human health, because this nutrient plays a central role in maintaining strong bones and a resilient immune system. One of its primary functions is to help the body absorb calcium and phosphorus, which are necessary for bone development and strength. Without enough vitamin D, bones can become weak, brittle, or malformed, leading to conditions such as rickets in children and osteomalacia, or osteoporosis in adults. These bone-related issues can increase the risk of fractures, chronic pain, and long-term disability, highlighting how critical vitamin D is for skeletal health. Beyond bone health, vitamin D is vital for proper immune system regulation. Research has shown that individuals with low vitamin D levels are more vulnerable to infections such as colds, influenza, and even respiratory illnesses like pneumonia. The vitamin helps activate immune cells that fight off pathogens, and deficiency can impair the body's ability to respond effectively. In recent years, studies have also linked inadequate vitamin D to more severe outcomes from viral infections, reinforcing its importance in keeping the body's defense system strong. Vitamin D deficiency has also been associated with chronic diseases, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers. Low levels of vitamin D may contribute to increased inflammation, poor blood sugar regulation, and hypertension, all of which raise the risk of cardiovascular problems. Additionally, some research suggests that inadequate vitamin D levels may play a role in the development of colorectal, breast, or prostate cancers, though more studies are needed to confirm these links. This growing body of evidence indicates that vitamin D influences more than just bone health. It affects long-term disease risk as well. Mental health is another area impacted by vitamin D deficiency. Low levels have been connected to depression, seasonal affective disorder, SAD, and cognitive decline, particularly in older adults. Vitamin D receptors are present in areas of the brain involved in mood regulation, suggesting a biological link between deficiency and mental well-being. While deficiency is not the sole cause of these conditions, research shows that supplementation may help improve symptoms in some individuals, underscoring the nutrient's role in supporting both emotional and cognitive health. Finally, vitamin D deficiency can have consequences during pregnancy and early childhood. Inadequate levels in pregnant women have been associated with complications such as gestational diabetes, preeclampsia, and low birth weight. Infants born to mothers with low vitamin D levels are also at higher risk of weak bones and impaired growth. Ensuring adequate vitamin D intake during these life stages is crucial not only for the mother's health, but also for the development and long-term well-being of the child. Altogether, the effects of vitamin D deficiency reach across multiple body systems, making it one of the most significant nutritional concerns in human health. Vitamin B12 deficiency has a significant impact on human health because this vitamin is essential for producing healthy red blood cells. Without enough B12, the body cannot make red blood cells properly, leading to megaloblastic anemia, a condition where cells are larger than normal and unable to carry oxygen efficiently. This results in fatigue, weakness, shortness of breath, and pale skin, which can greatly reduce a person's energy levels and quality of life. Anemia caused by B12 deficiency can become severe if left untreated, leading to complications such as heart palpitations and neurological damage. The nervous system also depends heavily on vitamin B12. This nutrient helps maintain the protective myelin sheath around nerves, which allows signals to travel efficiently between the brain and the rest of the body. A deficiency can cause nerve damage, leading to tingling or numbness in the hands and feet, balance problems, and difficulty walking. If the deficiency persists, these neurological issues may become permanent, making early diagnosis and treatment critically important. In this way, B12 deficiency directly affects both physical mobility and sensory health. Cognitive health is another area impacted by insufficient vitamin B12. Low levels have been linked to memory problems, confusion, and an increased risk of dementia, particularly in older adults. Because B12 plays a role in neurotransmitter function and brain health, a deficiency can worsen age-related cognitive decline. Even mild cases of low B12 may contribute to brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and slower mental processing, showing how this vitamin is vital not just for the body, but also for mental sharpness. Mental health is also closely tied to vitamin B12 status. Deficiency has been associated with mood disorders such as depression and anxiety. This is partly because B12 is involved in the production of serotonin and dopamine, neurotransmitters that regulate mood and emotional stability. People with low B12 levels may experience irritability, low motivation, or feelings of sadness, which can improve with proper supplementation. The link between B12 and mental health demonstrates the nutrient's far-reaching influence beyond its physical roles. Finally, vitamin B12 deficiency can have serious consequences for specific groups, such as pregnant women and their infants. Inadequate levels during pregnancy may increase the risk of developmental delays, neural tube defects, and growth problems in newborns. Because B12 is primarily found in animal products, vegetarians, vegans, and individuals with absorption issues, such as those with pernicious anemia or gastrointestinal disorders, are especially at risk. Ensuring proper intake through diet or supplementation is therefore essential to protect both maternal health and healthy child development. Altogether, B12 deficiency can compromise energy, nerve health, cognition, and emotional well-being, making it one of the most important vitamins for overall human health. Vitamin A deficiency has a profound effect on human health because this vitamin is critical for vision and eye health. One of its most important roles is maintaining the function of the retina, particularly in low-light conditions. Without adequate vitamin A, the eyes cannot produce the pigments necessary for night vision, leading to a condition known as night blindness. Over time, severe deficiency can damage the cornea, resulting in dryness, ulceration, and even permanent blindness if left untreated. This makes vitamin A one of the most essential nutrients for protecting sight. Beyond vision, vitamin A is also central to a healthy immune system. It supports the production and activity of white blood cells that fight infections, as well as maintaining the integrity of mucosal barriers in the respiratory and digestive tracts. These barriers act as the body's first line of defense against pathogens. When vitamin A levels are too low, the body becomes more susceptible to illnesses such as respiratory infections, measles complications, and gastrointestinal diseases. In this way, deficiency weakens the body's ability to prevent and recover from infections. Another area affected by vitamin A deficiency is reproductive health and development. This nutrient is vital for proper cell growth and differentiation, which are essential processes in fetal development. Inadequate vitamin A during pregnancy increases the risk of complications, including birth defects and impaired growth in infants. For adults, low vitamin A can also reduce fertility in both men and women, highlighting its role in sustaining reproductive health across the lifespan. Vitamin A also influences skin and tissue health. It contributes to the production of new cells and helps maintain the health of skin, lungs, and intestinal linings. Deficiency can cause rough, dry skin and an increased risk of infections due to weakened tissue barriers. In severe cases, the condition known as keratinization occurs, where cells harden and form rough patches, further reducing the body's resilience. This shows how vitamin A deficiency can manifest not just internally, but also in visible changes to the body's appearance and tissue function. Finally, vitamin A deficiency can impair overall growth and development in children. Because it supports bone growth, tissue repair, and immune strength, children lacking vitamin A are more likely to experience stunted growth and delayed development. This problem is most severe in areas with poor nutrition, but even in developed countries, at-risk groups, such as individuals with fat malabsorption disorders or restricted diets, can face deficiencies. The long-term consequences of vitamin A deficiency in early life can extend into adulthood, affecting health, productivity, and quality of life. Altogether, vitamin A is indispensable for vision, immunity, reproduction, and growth, making its deficiency a critical health concern worldwide. Magnesium deficiency affects human health in many ways because magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body. One of its most important roles is in supporting muscle and nerve function. When magnesium levels are too low, people may experience muscle cramps, spasms, or weakness, as well as tingling or numbness due to poor nerve signaling. Severe deficiency can even lead to abnormal heart rhythms and seizures, showing how essential this mineral is for stable neuromuscular activity. Another major effect of magnesium deficiency is its impact on the cardiovascular system. Magnesium helps regulate blood pressure, maintain a steady heartbeat, and support overall heart health. Inadequate intake has been linked to high blood pressure, increased risk of heart disease, and a greater likelihood of experiencing strokes. Over time, chronic magnesium deficiency can strain the cardiovascular system, especially when paired with other risk factors such as poor diet, obesity, or diabetes. This makes maintaining healthy magnesium levels important for long-term heart protection. Magnesium also plays a key role in energy production and metabolism. It is required for converting food into energy, meaning a deficiency can contribute to persistent fatigue and low stamina. People with inadequate magnesium often report feeling tired, sluggish, or unable to perform daily tasks efficiently. Because magnesium supports both ATP, the body's main energy molecule production, and glucose regulation, low levels may also contribute to insulin resistance and a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. This connection highlights magnesium's influence on both energy and metabolic health. The mineral is also crucial for bone health, working alongside calcium and vitamin D. About 60% of the body's magnesium is stored in the bones, where it helps maintain strength and structure. A deficiency can weaken bones over time, increasing the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. Since many people focus only on calcium for bone health, magnesium is often overlooked despite being equally important. Ensuring adequate levels supports bone density and helps prevent long-term skeletal issues. Finally, magnesium deficiency can affect mental health and sleep quality. Low levels have been linked to anxiety, irritability, and depression, possibly due to magnesium's role in regulating neurotransmitters and stress hormones. Additionally, magnesium promotes relaxation and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps the body wind down. People with deficiency often experience insomnia, restlessness, or poor quality sleep. This connection between magnesium and mood shows how the mineral contributes not just to physical health, but also to emotional balance and overall well-being. Thank you so much for tuning into this video on vitamin and mineral deficiencies. Your time and attention mean a lot, and I truly appreciate you being part of this learning journey. These topics are so important because they impact our everyday health and well-being, and together we can spread awareness to help more people live healthier lives. If you found this video helpful, I'd love for you to drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Your feedback not only helps me improve future content, but also creates a space where we can all learn from each other's experiences. Don't be shy. Let me know which vitamin or mineral deficiency you'd like to learn more about, or share how you maintain your own nutrition. Please also take a moment to like this video and share it with friends, family, or anyone you think could benefit from this information. The more people we reach, the more awareness we can raise about the importance of proper nutrition and prevention of deficiencies. Your support helps grow this community and allows more people to take charge of their health. And don't forget to stay tuned for the next video. We've got even more valuable information coming your way. You won't want to miss it, so make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.